you see Chelsea Roth now, looking happy and vibrant, it's nearly impossible to imagine the day she says a part of her brain died.
It felt like a change in air pressure in the room, like something happened in my ears. Like it was almost like if you're going up in a plane and you feel your ear, like your auditory sense kind of change a little bit, I felt that. And then I paused, and that's the last thing I remember.
At 15, Roth suffered a stroke brought on by her severe anorexia.
By the time I was almost 16, I was at a dangerously low weight. I now know from looking at hospital records that I was 58 pounds.
58 pounds, and so close to dying because many parts of her body were failing. There are no pictures of Roth at her sickest. This picture is from a year earlier when she was in and out of treatment centers. But she remembers how starting a diet with her mom in the midst of a difficult and sometimes dangerous childhood spiraled into a disorder that nearly killed her.
Looking back, I think my body was my only way to tell the people around me that something wasn't okay, and that I was scared, and that I was hurting, and that I needed help.
Help came for Roth when she was hospitalized for 18 months following her stroke.
I had a bed. I had nurses and doctors that showed up every day and were consistent, and I had food, and I had water, and I was finally getting like digestive function back. I was getting all of those things. All of a sudden, I had real ground beneath me. I didn't have an eating disorder providing a false ground beneath me. I had earth beneath me. And with that, I could learn to walk again. And with that, I could learn to live again. And with that, I could recover.
As part of her recovery, her therapist suggested Roth try yoga to start listening to her body again without burning too many calories. And almost immediately, she was hooked. Time on her mat helped her gain confidence, learn to interact with people, and slowly change her personality.
Before I knew it, I'd gained 20, 30 pounds and had done a yoga teacher training and was teaching yoga in a juvenile detention center, and it became sort of a love affair for me. My name's Chelsea. I was a patient of Dr. Wooten.
Today she writes and she shares her story with other patients who struggle with eating disorders, as well as their loved ones. She says being honest about her anorexia is the only way she knows how to give back to the people who saved her life.
One of the things I'm most passionate about is being a model of real recovery. I tell these girls that I am not afraid of my fullness. And I don't mean satiety, and I don't mean bigness. I don't feel like I'm big, but I'm not scrawny.
As part of that, she's quick to point out that yoga is not a cure for anything. It's one of only many tools that, when used correctly, helped her rebuild her life.
I can't tell you your particular way out of the well, but I can share with you something that was really, really helpful for me and maybe be a beacon of hope that you can have your life back fully. You can live in your body fully. You can have happiness. And that's, for me, the biggest thing. Namaste.
Dr. Sanjay Gupta, CNN, reporting.